Cynthia, thanks for being here. You spoke to the president today. What is it that you wanted him to know?
Well, I was just grateful that he came down here because you have to see this devastation up close to understand just how the breadth of the destruction that we had to bear from this horrible storm. But we told him of our immediate needs. You know, the fuel situation has not been fixed yet, and I understand that. I mean, we've had 8 refineries down. We got hit at the source of the gas supply with our refineries. So I understand that. But we talked about medical special needs, help that we have for some of our most vulnerable people. They were able to go a couple days, but now it's getting more dire. So we're having issues with that. So hopefully tomorrow in New Orleans, they'll open up the convention center for some medical special needs beds. And then we talked about housing, how, you know, whether you completely lost your house or we got to put a tarp on your house to be able to live in it while you restore, the pressing need for that. And then even longer term of how we build back stronger, how we build back better, lessons learned from this storm. But I'm grateful that, you know, the investment since Katrina in this community from the federal and the state and the local government held up for us. We had very few storm-related deaths because we protected ourselves with this perimeter defense system, so to speak, to protect from storm surge and internal draining. So we're very lucky on that. But
Cynthia, let me ask you about that because, you know, you guys seem to deal better with this storm, even though it hit you so hard, than folks up here in the Northeast did in New York and New Jersey, where we saw such devastation. Is that because you have more experience in dealing with this type of storm, or did you have more warning of what was coming down the pike at you?
It absolutely is because we live here at the Gulf Coast, and every year there's storms coming our way. We know, you know, this time of year, everybody is just focused on storms. This is our way of life here, and it's not their way of life up there. I lived in that area for a time too. Nobody talked about hurricanes. This is our way of life down here. And so we know how to do things. We have people embedded with us all year long to learn about drainage, to learn about flooding, to learn about emergency management, because this is how we live, unfortunately. And we are living in a way that it is hitting us more frequently and faster. Last year, we had 2 storms coming at us at the same time. There's no tabletop exercise for that. You know, we were staying put for the first storm, and then at that time, the timeline, we were supposed to evacuate for the second storm. So it's crazy what's going on with Mother Nature. Whatever she's throwing at us, it has just been a very, very difficult time. But, you know, as the days go by, we're going to get better. Unfortunately, this was the situation that I was afraid of. Our sheriff right now, Sheriff Joseph Lapinto, is dealing with a shooting at a gas station line, a fatal shooting, because long lines at gas stations, the fuel situation hasn't been fixed. People are stressed, people's tempers are flared, and somebody shot somebody else and took off. And it's another death post-storm that didn't need to happen. So it is still, I know times will be better as the days go by. We had a lot of donations come in today, so there are bright spots too, but it's still difficult living for us right now.